4, 3, 2, 1, getting old's no fun. Yeah, we drink and I toke. He smokes and I drink. We don't care. We fight for our right to get home alive, and we don't care. Bullshit aside, it's time to go live. Yeah, we don't care. People woke hard. Should we go too far? Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, we don't really care. He drinks and I toke, in pain and I quote. Yeah, we don't really care. Smoking and drinking, yakking and thinking, we don't care. Bullshit aside, it's time to go live. Yeah, we don't care. People work hard, should they go?
Okay, folks. This is Hey there, folks. You're listening to the Mark and Ryan Shorebrothers podcast, and oh yeah, you suck it in the 70s. Woo! And today is Friday, January 31st, 2025. And we're broadcasting live from a bunker in Maple Ridge, beautiful British Columbia. Oh, yeah. And all blues is your news. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm alive.
Me too.
How are you doing?
Oh, if I was feeling any better, I'd be suspicious.
Trying to avoid that flu like the plague.
Well, I did have the plague for a couple weeks, and you know what? I was blowing out those big stringers in front of in general public, and they went, "Ooh, look at that!" Ooh.
Heard you had some orange ones.
No, there was orange and yellow. It was almost a rainbow, but it wasn't. Then, anyways, folks, we're doing our little check-in here, and I'm feeling okay. I mean, I don't know. What else do I got to say? I wish I had some beef jerky, and
that'd be good.
If I had some beef jerky right now, it'd be pretty good. But I guess we'll do our little astrology thing here. It's been a wild week in
some back tunes.
Backtoon. It's been a wild ride here the last week, eh? We're gonna get into all this, folks. It's a new moon today in Aquarius. There was those 6 planets or whatever the hell that have been lined in who knows how fucking long, and Uranus is going direct. Uranus. It's Uranus. It's a whole bunch of
Uranus.
And it's funny that it's all lining with the tariffs. The tariffs. The horror.
The new regime.
The horrors. Folks, that's all you're getting for astrology right now. I'll be more prepared next time, but it's very scary.
I thought you had a big thing.
There was a big thing, but it's just my marbles are not all there right now. I think there's more important things to talk about today, actually. I need another gummy bear and some more beer, and I'll be better. Because you know why, Dr. Ryan? I'm going to have a nice, relaxing night at home while you're washing the dumper.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be washing the dumper.
Yeah, well, you will be washing the dumper for sure. But we just want to say thanks to our loyal listeners, our one in Ashburn, Virginia. We really love you. One day you might have one of our coveted coffee cups.
One day.
Maybe. We're too cheap to buy more of them. They're expensive, man. Hey. Let's get into this national news here, which is pretty crazy. I don't know where we're going to start. I mean, Jack Beat's, reneging on he's going to tank the government here in Canada. He's going to make another deal with the devil, and I guess he's going to add to his another $58 million of his net worth. Folks, you can go Google any private person on what they're worth, and Polyev and Trudeau. Oh, Jack Beat's he's not hurting. He's driving a Ferrari, and he's got a whole bunch of nice Rolex watches, and they're house flippers. I found that out, so that's interesting. The wife, they flipped quite a few houses. That's why they're worth $58 million.
Wow.
Moving on from that, so
boy, did I ever fuck up.
That's they had the end. I don't know. Maybe it was a temple. I don't know. Anyways, did I say that?
I wish I had somebody backing me.
Yeah, so let's talk about. I guess that's it's all this never-ending drama and saga in Canada.
It's exhausting.
It's a soap opera, and it's never going to end. And what they're doing is talking about this part of it is that I believe the Conservatives have challenged because the prorogue. It's not just the prorogue because they want to stack the Senate, and Trudeau wants to appoint 10 left-wing leading liberals. And there is no government. So right now they're challenging that right now. But the thing is, soon as the new leader, they're going to stack those 10. So apparently I watched, they were talking about this, that, Poilievre thinks even if he has a severe majority, the Senate can reject it. And that's why they're going to stack it. So it's going to be really hard. See how smart they are? They're devious. Even when they're gone, they know they're gone. Their senator are appointed and they can't leave. They don't leave until they're 75 years old.
Or death.
You can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
So they're going to go, sorry, Pierre. No, you can't do that.
The old mayor of Vancouver is a senator.
That's it. What do you think?
I don't know, man. It's a shit show.
Okay, well, this
is a circus.
This is going to be one of those episodes where we're going to let our guests take over, and we're just going to sit and you're just going to hear frogs going. I'm going to go outside and smoke cigarettes. I don't need to be in here.
No.
Why am I in here? I don't need to be around here.
I was watching some of the hearing of Kash Patel, who's going to be. I don't know exactly how they appoint these people, but Trump can put the name forward, and then they have to be somehow brought in. Anyway.
Sorry.
You got me off, dude. I can't fucking work like this.
Where's you want? What, you want the big hour?
Yeah, fuck.
You're not getting the big out of the cheap Uncle Marco there. You're not getting nothing out of me there, I tell you. How about donating for the box there? Remember when I said, I go, hey, do you ever see a remote in my hand? Fuck off. You're not getting any out of, you got to get the jaws of life out to get anything out of Uncle Marco, okay? What
happened there?
What's going on there? What happened? What's happening?
SD card is too slow.
Oh, we have some problems here, folks. We're still recording, though. So we're going to hold on, folks. We're going to take a quick commercial break here. We have some technical difficulties, and we'll be right back. And remember, our blues is your news.
Hello, my name is Ryan Groening, and I'm the author of a children's book called Horace and Boris. Follow Horace the Horse on a fantastical journey hand-illustrated by the talented Andrea Gibson. Published by Friesen Press, our family fun story is available everywhere books are sold online and exclusively at Beyond Books and Tea in beautiful Maple Ridge.
Hello, Bonito.
Hello. How are you?
Bonito. Well, we're just giving you some love here on the Mark and Ryan podcast. Woo! This is about Looney Tunes. Auga! there you go. So
very fitting.
Very fitting. We're doing Foghorn Leghorn at the beginning. You'll hear that when when Dr. Ryan edits this. He edits through some edits. So Benito, this and folks, we didn't mention this, but this segment in this episode is about Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers, the cartoons, and it just spins off and the rest of the Looney Tunes that are going on in the rest of the world. Mr. Trump, and anyways, we'll talk about that later. Mr. Trump, what's going on over there? But I'm going to let Dr. Ryan, he's done some research, and you and him are going to banter, and I'm just going to interrupt you like I usually do, okay?
It sounds perfect. Perfect. Dr. Ryan, speak to me.
Oh, Dr. Ryan. Go ahead, Dr. Ryan.
How far back you want to go?
Oh, geez, we can go back a long way. We can go back to the beginning of things if you want.
Well, remember we're talking about Donald Duck with the balls under the dress, and then we had Pinocchio. Hello, little boys, come to the island, and doesn't that sound familiar? And we had the other one with the black and white Mickey Mouse, the Cheese Factory, and they're passing the cheese off, and sleight of hand, it goes up the other mouse's ass, and it comes out, and that's how they got the smelly cheese.
Yeah. That's right. It's a weird thing. Like, it's so funny, especially with because everybody was doing cartoons at the time, right?
Yeah.
Like when we go all the way back to what was really, really simple, like Steamboat Willie, like I'm talking about real simple, okay?
Yeah.
Like test projects, like just let's pass this off on the audience, just see, how they react to this new type of entertainment, right? But there was it was really the zeitgeist, right? Like they were trying new things, and they were also trying to entertain people. Also, they were trying to be political. Like there's never been any time other than like what I just said, where a theater producer discovers film. We're talking like 1890 here, or actually 1900, and then they start saying, "Hey, I can make money off of this." That was purely monetary.
Yeah.
Right, and to save money. Then all of a sudden, literally all of a sudden, you get all of these people going, "Hey, holy shit! I can actually use this to be political, to say something, to do this, to do that, to influence, to not influence," and it's all under the guise of entertainment as well, right?
That's very interesting. There, you almost sound like Mr. Oh yeah, we gotta introduce. He could be one of the four of the round table. So, it's going to be Dr. Ryan, Uncle Marco, Brother Bonito, and Mr. Colorado is going to be he's going to be joining us. He's very wise. He's out there. He's our intelligence officer. He's got some really good information, and he told me this the other day there in secret. He goes, "If I can't remember anything, it didn't happen." And I agree with that. He's a wise man. I got to give a shout out to Mr. Colorado. We love you. There you go, kid. See, there you go. We're gonna make you feel welcome on the Shorebrothers podcast. There you go. There you go. Okay, man. So Ryan, take over, man. When you ask Bonito, what's going on here with Looney Tunes?
So specific to Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers had studio and obviously sound for a long time, right? Yeah. So they found that they wanted to mold cartoons in with their library to expand their listenership.
That's right.
So it all kind of started in 1930 with three guys. It was Leon Schlesinger, and the animators were Hugh Harmon and Rudolph Ising.
Yep.
Ising. So from like 1930 to 33, it was just those three guys.
Yeah.
And their studio was sold to Warner Brothers in 1944, and it was renamed Warner Brothers Cartoons.
That's right.
But they wanted to go head-to-head against Disney.
That's right.
So like you're saying, early on, these were like Merry Melody shorts, I guess they were called.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they were played before and after movies at the theater.
That's right.
Because a lot of people didn't have TVs yet.
That's right. Yeah, and it would be a whole afternoon. Like it would be, your family would go to see something. You take everybody. And it would be like a newsreel. It would be the newsreel, the war, cartoons, first features.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be kind of like when you went to the drive-in theater in the 50s and the 60s? Remember intermission time and all that? There was political satire in that, and I think it just progressed from the 30s. But they were doing the same thing at drive-in theater. Sorry for rudely interrupting, like Uncle Marco usually does, but
that was the evolution of the theater, right?
Yeah,
let's bring our cars.
Right. That's right. But they hadn't changed that model till the late 60s.
Yeah.
They had a model, and the reason why they had a model was because they owned the studio, they owned the actors that acted in their studio, and they would just like 514 would, you can go somewhere else to work at another if there's no work.
Yeah.
Okay, so they jobbed their actors out, so they owned them. They lived there. They owned the studio. They owned the actors. They owned the theaters that they showed their movies in.
From 42 to 64.
Yes, they had a model, okay? And that model was incredibly profitable, cut everyone else out.
Yeah.
So at each studio, right? So and they had their own looks too. You could see Paramount Studio was more glamorous, and Warner Brothers was gritty, and they did gangster movies, and so they had their whole thing dialed in.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until everything was broken up in the 60s that changed. But drive-ins were happening in the 50s, absolutely, and they were doing exactly the same thing. It was a different experience. A drive-in was a different experience.
Well, but did they have a casting couch? You know, like when these young up and comers go to Hollywood and go, and the producer goes, well, we have a casting couch over here, and so what do they do for the cartoons? They didn't have to jump on the casting couch. They just never got paid.
Mel Blanc had to jump on the casting couch.
Right. One of them did. It's like the Little Rock. Hey, you need some counseling now. There you go.
But there was casting couches all the way back to the Greek and Roman days.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Caesar. Hey, come on in. Jump on the casting couch there. Centurion, Roman centurion.
Exactly. Okay. So you're right, Ryan. You're right. That's exactly what was going on.
And he's turning the page right now. He's done his research. Dr. Ryan's doing his research there. I mean, I wish he could fix Uncle Marco's brain, but that's
at least somebody there is running the show.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we got to get one of these days. You got to come in, host, and like I said, Bonito and Mr. Colorado. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna be the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The round table, folks.
It's not fun until it's live.
That's exactly it. Is
get everybody in there. You got to have a good time.
Oh yeah, it would be fun. We'll make an event of it, and everybody can just do like when Ryan kicked me in the knees with the butter, and I couldn't get off the couch. He just gave me He just gave me a dirty look, and he turned the lights off, and he came back 2 hours, and I still couldn't get off the couch.
I knew where you were.
No, it's fun butter. Okay, Dr. Ryan. So if we can take we'll go.
What's your favorite Looney Tune character?
Oh, geez, my favorite Looney Tune character. I always liked I always liked Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, he's my favorite too.
There was one like I really out of all of them there was one whole cartoon series that they did in the 70s that was he just got smashed like constantly. Everything he tried to do just got smashed, and he of course he would always use the same equipment from the same company and expect a different result, right? Right? There's so many little messages in these cartoons, right? Like Disney was totally different too.
Was that Acme? What was
Acme?
it?
Acme.
That was funny.
Dynamite.
Yeah, that was good. I remember
constantly,
that shit.
Constantly. Like everything would get outsmarted from this bird that doesn't even talk.
Fucking Roadrunner would go through the little hole, like they'd throw like a sticker on the mountainside, and fucking Roadrunner would go through it, but he wouldn't.
Yeah. Like the sticker that looks like a hole.
Did they own the rights to Mighty Mouse too? Because I really like Mighty Mouse. So here I come to save the day.
Mighty Mouse was I think before that.
Yeah. They have Speedy Gonzalez.
I remember Speedy. Yeppa.
Yeah.
Speedy came in 53.
That's right.
There you go.
Speedy came in 53.
And Wiley and
what
Roadrunner.
Was he doing in the 40s?
Listen to this. Roadrunner and Wiley came in 1949, and their first episode was called Fast and Furry Us.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
That was the
title. That's cool.
That's hilarious.
Hey Bonito, Dr. Ryan, like I'm staring at we're in his studio, and he's got all these those little action figures. Give him the box. I kept calling him Chewbacca, and he's like, I finally see. He said, no, he's Harry. But Harry looks like Chewbacca, and it's like he looks like
no, that's definitely Harry.
He looks like fuck off. That's Chewbacca over there. Anyways, let's move it on from that there. But we'll go a couple more minutes there, Bonito, and then we're gonna take a quick break, and then and then we'll come back and we'll wrap up your segment for Looney Tunes. What do you want to get into in the next part of Looney Tunes? Dr. Ryan's got his list there.
Well, do you have anything that you're paralleling toward what's going on sort of right now in the scheme of grand scheme of global
so we definitely so we touched on the cartoons, but I mean the lunacy, because Looney Tunes, right? That's why we named this episode Looney Tunes, because definitely what we'll do is we'll wrap up some more about the cartoons and the history, and then in the next after our break we can get into the lunacy of what's going on in this world right now.
Okay. You
okay with that?
That sounds beautiful.
Because if not, Mr. Colorado's going to put you in the four-legged death lock. Okay. Okay, Dr. Ryan. Why don't we finish off on this the cartoonish and then we're going to get into the lunacy of the world.
So Bugs Bunny is the only Looney Tune that has a star on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood. Did you know that? Bugs.
Okay. No, I didn't know that.
Sorry. Yeah. Who?
Yeah.
That's what Jimmy T goes, what do you know? What I ask who? Anyways.
So some people have been saying that you sound like an owl.
You know what? I got gummy bears in my pocket right now, and I'm ready. You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to have another one. Because you know what? Because Uncle Marco is going to relax and enjoy and have a nice evening tonight. I see a combo number 2 at Wendy's with no pickles in my future, and Dr. Ryan's going to have to go wash the dumper.
No pickles?
No, I don't like.
Are you kidding me?
I can't handle pickles, man. I just don't like them.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways, moving on from that, I'm going to have another gummy bear while you guys talk.
They tried to take Elmer and Yosemite Sam's guns away, and people got pissed off. They had to put them back.
Oh, doesn't that sound familiar? Is that a familiar thing here?
That's totally familiar.
Oh, good as that.
Yeah. Second Amendment rights, these cartoons.
We have a charter rights. It's too bad we didn't have ours is a charter.
Yeah.
Ralph Wolf and Sam Sheep in 53.
Who's that?
Morning, Ralph.
Ralph?
Remember?
Yes.
They go through the turnstile, and he's like, or the punch card thing. He's morning, Ralph. Morning, Sam.
He's a sheepdog. He's a sheepdog.
And he fucking kicks the shit out of the wolf every day.
What was it? He buddies with Foghorn Leghorn?
Probably. No, that was a completely different. I think that was a different thing. Yeah,
but Foghorn Leghorn, he's a part of Looney Tunes, right?
Yeah,
I believe
so.
He is, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, I like the old, Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was funny back in the day. Well, they banned all that stuff. Now you can't see, the old Aunt Jemima and all that stuff they used to do because I guess they consider it racist now. But I mean, I'm sorry. When I was a kid, that's just the environment I grew up in. And, to me, it's like, it was funny. I'm sorry.
You're referring to the censored 11.
Okay, yeah, we haven't got into that yet. The censored 11. Okay, this is good, Sash.
Specific cartoons from the 30s and 40s that were officially withdrawn from syndication in '68 due to their use of racial stereotypes.
Okay, so it was specific to the episode of the cartoon.
Right.
That refers to the 11.
So it was cartoon. The band 11. Yeah, there was the band 11 for 50 years. Okay. There's a
and mostly against African Americans. Examples include "Hitting the Trail for Hallelujah Land."
Okay.
And that's interesting. Yeah.
All This and Rabbit Stew.
Okay.
The cartoons are no longer shown in the U.S. but are available online with disclaimers.
Mm-hmm.
And then controversy with Speedy, obviously, to his portrayal of Mexican characters. But like I said, Speedy perpetuated negative stereotypes, but fans in Mexico defend him because they say he's clever and resourceful.
Yeah, of course.
Mexico, you can't play with our Speedy Gonzales.
And Pepe Le Pew, obviously, he full out got canceled. They didn't even write him in.
He's from France. No shit. Get rid of him. Get out.
His aggressive pursuit of affection, often towards an unwilling cat, drew significant backlash, especially in the context of the Me Too movement. That's led hilarious. Warner Brothers decided not to include Pepe in any future projects.
Which is such a shame because Pepe Le Pew was hilarious.
He
was hilarious. And the cat didn't like him. Listen, the cat didn't like him not because of his advances. It's because he was a skunk. He stunk. She didn't want to be around him because he stunk. That was the whole.
He's a cheater. What a cheater! He's a cheater. He cheated. You know what? Bonito, we're going to go to a commercial break. We can come back and just finish off a couple paragraphs there, and then we'll get into the lunacy of Mr. Trump and Trudeau and all the other stuff. But we are going to be doing a future episode on Rasputin, and boy, that's going to be a good one because he's my hero, and I've been waiting to talk about Rasputin for a while. So you know what? Really? On that note, we're going to go to a commercial break, Bonito. We're going to bring you back in. Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay.
All losers no news. We'll call you back in about 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Dick's nuts.
Okay, folks. The Shorebrothers have a new sponsor, and it's On Track Snowbusters, based out of the Lower Mainland, British Columbia. Large, big, or small, Snowbusters does it all. Anytime, anywhere, Snowbusters, they'll be there. You can find them on Meta, formerly known as Facebook. They're absolutely fabulous. Broadcasting live from Legends Pub in beautiful Richmond, British Columbia. With 30 TVs, 3 big screens, you can relax in a beautiful atmosphere. Watch all your favorite sports. It's absolutely redonkulous. Oh yeah, suck it in the 70s. We're coming right back, folks. Woo! With Brother Bonito. Yeah. Okay, Bonito, it's the show. You know what? Ryan went upstairs.
I love the music. The music was fucking awesome.
Like, you know, when it comes stock with the fucking unit, eh? So, you know, that's even better because it's not copyright infringement, eh? So, I bought your machine, and you know what? I'm going to use your fucking buttons because we're not getting rich off this, so don't worry about it.
That's right.
That's right. So,
Exactly.
I mean, Dr. Ryan's upstairs there. I don't know he's what he's doing over there. I don't know he's tugging one off in the hot tub or not, but, you know, it's sorry, Bonito. It's
got a hot tub?
It's more. He's got a hot tub over here. You know, hot tub broadcasting party. That's going to happen pretty soon.
That's
there.
what yes.
Yeah. So, you know what? Carrying on from that, I mean, we're going to get into the, you know, the cartoons. We, you know, we can always dive back into that in another episode. Mr. Ryan is back here now. So, Ryan, do you want to finish that off? You want to get it? Let's talk about what's going on in the world here, man. The lunacy there, brother Bonito.
Wait, when was the first time you were introduced to a tranny? And not cars.
The first time.
It was probably Bugs Bunny.
No, not probably not. Probably not.
Oh, here, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Okay,
Let's hear this argument.
Hold on. Okay, so, Rye, just for reference, when did that Bugs Bunny cartoon? When was that aired? When the
He did it a lot, dude.
Well, he dressed as a woman a lot.
Yeah,
like he always dressed up.
So that's drag, but that's drag. That's not.
That's drag.
That's drag.
Yeah.
So
I
Dr. Ryan, that's
saved
drag.
the episode where this guy flips his dress up and you see nuts.
Were they Dick's nuts? I got a shirt on. By the way, look. We gotta give a shout out. Wearing your shirt there, Dick. We're giving you a shout out to Dick's nuts. They're absolutely fabulous. Redonkulous.
And he was always using. He would dress up as a woman in order. It was almost like a sting. Like he was always trying to use it in order to
like a disguise.
Well, kind of like Max Klinger off of MASH, right?
To hurt,
he wanted a Section 8.
Sorry. That's right. Yeah, MASH. Perfect.
Section 8.
Yeah. Klinger. Yeah, Klinger. Yes. Him too.
Yeah, Max Klinger.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're just done. That's folks. That's how old we are. We're just old and decrepit. We watch these old programs.
But it was hilarious.
But they never made a big deal about it like they do now. Like,
well, because they're trying to make this, just trying to become. It's a serious. It's portrayed as a serious thing now. Like, it wasn't like Jack Lemmon, and dressing up as a woman. And I can't remember what that movie was called.
Okay, folks, you know what? Uncle Marco's got to take control of this situation to be the foreman here. I'm going to start delegating. No big hour, no release tonight. Hold on, we're going to be diving into the lunacy now. Before we do that,
lunacy.
No, okay, but I'm going to give a shout out to Angry Granny Liz. Okay. We're not going to give your last name. We're still backing you. We're backing you up on that, Liz. Angry Granny. Granny's angry because somebody in 2014 she was paying her neighbor's hydro bill, and those bastards never paid her back. They want to give her credit. She's taking them to court. You go, Liz. You go, Angry Granny.
Angry Granny.
Yeah, we have an episode. We have an episode, Bonito, called Angry Granny. If you listen to it, so we just brought that in there. We're supporting her 100%. She was on the news there, and they want to give her credit. It's
pretty wild.
It's like 10 years of she was paying her neighbor's hydro bill. And what a good neighbor, eh? Like that's awesome. I'm not paying anything. Well, maybe they should have said something to her, eh? Wow.
Yeah, right. But that is exactly what what's kind of happening all around the world, right? Everybody's a victim, and everybody wants something for nothing. Nothing's for free, brother. Nothing's for free.
Well, you can go back to my an old buddy of mine. They called him Grizz there. That was a long time ago. But he goes, if you figure you got a fellow that's true, you fuck him before he fucks you. That's how this world is, man. Hallelujah to that. Violence is the way of the world. But folks, anyways, that's the truth. But that's the lunacy we're going to get into right now. So we're talking about all this shit that happened. Isn't it interesting how Greenland and the 51st state and the tariffs, and all of a sudden this comes out of right left fucking field, and Mr. Wonderful from the Dragon's Den is down there in Mar-a-Lago going, you guys got to join the states. Thanks, fuck off, Mr. Wonderful. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, let's talk about this.
Did you hear the numbers? There was some numbers that came out.
No.
In regards to poll numbers. By one persuasion, yeah. So the numbers were that about 48% of young, not really, I mean, I guess 18 to 35 Canadian men, if they were offered American citizenship, they would take it.
Yeah.
Those numbers were lower younger they went, but as they the numbers were higher the younger they went.
Yeah.
As the older you got, there was less.
Yeah, of course.
So as far as age, right?
Yeah.
However, education was the opposite. So those with less education said no. Those with more education, as far as like what I'm talking about degrees is concerned, like whether you're undergraduate, whether you're graduate, whether you're whatever, or high school diploma or whatnot, the higher the education went up, the more said yes. The majority of women said no, they wouldn't take it. It's very interesting, man. This is a very interesting thing that's going on right now.
This is not like when Quebec wanted to separate. Remember back in the day with Jean Chrétien, they had the referendum. So moving on, just like where our affiliation and what we never get to vote on any referendum. But the point is, everything should be by referendum, especially in a country. Oh, do you want to join the United States? Mine would be, I'll tell you right now, no. And for whatever reasons, I mean, I'm in that older demographic, but no. And then you tell I know guys that are older than me, and they go, they'd love to, because you know why? Because they got a lot of money. Because let's face it, it's all they're thinking about is that flat tax. The taxes are way less, and you know what? Because they got money. But the people that don't have money, you know, this would be a great question. For people that have no money, go ask them. So, you know, are people that come from third world countries right now, they're here on a visa. They like that they're here, and that's why Trudeau bring them in, because they're giving them a place. They're giving them a place to live and a job. They don't. That would be just like Mexicans all over again. And you know what? That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to do the same thing to Mexico.
Of course they are. So what are they going to? So right now, I seen a snippet there online that the cartels are ready for war with Trump in the States. They're ready. They're prepared.
There's already been skirmishes on the border.
There's going to be an incursion coming over the border, and apparently they've been arming themselves to the tits, and they're ready to go to war. So
they got Chinese shit.
You know, what was that? What was that shit? No, mustard gas. What was the other? Napalm. So you know what? This is going to be like the new Vietnam and Mexico. They're just going to burn the living fucking shit out of all their laboratories. This could get ugly. And I mean,
I follow a bunch of soldiers on Twitter, and they're all like, if these cartel guys really want the smoke, they're all dead. He's like, I tell you right. He goes, I tell you right now, if I'm in a cartel, I'm fucking moving somewhere, changing my name, like doing all that shit.
Okay, how about that goes into what they want is a Daniel Smith from Alberta, which she's obviously right leaning, and she's a conservative. She's like bringing it out that they want a border czar here in Canada to work in conjunction with their border czar. Well, right now we still have our left-leanings, radical left socialist government here. That's never going to happen, and that's why Trump's saying no, because he knows that sending Jolie, the little
lady
over there, fucking, you know, she's nice looking. I'll bang her. Anyways, she's hot. There's another fantasy I got to go tug one off on it.
Jolie, fucking talking about tugging off. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, well, fuck off. Hey, we got
you embarrass me.
Let's have a hot dog podcast party. Let's do it there.
Yeah, I'm not having one with you.
Well, why not?
Because you're just gonna want to.
We'll do the eight-legged funky spider there. Why not? There,
no.
Eight-legged
funky spider.
Don't want to see you in a Speedo.
I'm not gonna wear a Speedo. That's ugly. Come on, anyways.
I know you got the Borat Speedo.
So Borat. I got like those. What do you call those things? Those skin tags on. You know when you get older, I got skin tags on my nuts now. I'm getting old, man. Come on, can I go to a pharmacy and get I want to take these skin tags off.
You burn this off my balls.
Anyways, folks, we're having a good laugh here, but it's like I said, this is okay. Where does the lunacy stop? This is gonna drag this. So I wrote another stat. I think it's 70 to 80% of the American naval fleet is in the South China Sea. They're surrounded. They're surrounding China right now with all the missiles. It's crazy. It's what's going on right now is insane, because they're trying to and did you hear what Trump said? He goes to the Taliban. He goes, "We want our weapons back." Did you see that?
No.
He's telling them. There's a thing out. He's telling them this. He's gone rogue. Eh?
He wants it.
You know when Biden pulled all the troops out?
Yeah, they left all the shit.
Guess what he said? He goes, "We want our weapons back."
Ooh.
Oh, Trump.
So hold on. Wait. Is this the result of when they pulled out.
Yes. So when they pulled out, they left like I don't know how many billions of dollars worth of weapons and
fucking helicopters, planes,
everything. So Trump's
Hummers, tanks.
This is on YouTube. He goes, "We want our weapons back." So Trump,
the Taliban have been selling who knows who American fucking assault rifles and God knows what for last couple of years now.
Yeah.
But
Way to go, Joe.
Yeah, so I mean, okay, so what else is going on in the world right now with these tariffs? So we're going to start a trade war, which it sounds like it's going to happen. So they're already talking about that, never mind the universal income conspiracy that they're tying with this. I mean, to me, I'm not going there right now. That's great if it happens. I'm going to take
How is this going to affect us?
Okay, so it's going to
personally.
This is how it's going to affect Dr. Ryan, Uncle Marco, Brother Bonito, Mr. Colorado. It's
Jimmy T.
Jimmy T.
Jimmy T.
He's in his last. He's in the last legs, and he's going to sit back looking pretty, collecting those checks at the end of this year. But for the rest of us,
I don't know.
It will affect the containers. So it's going to be a spin-off effect. So it's not going to affect everything that we import and exports, but anything that we export over to Asia. I mean, unless they want to put an embargo. So this is where this looks like this is going with Trump. I was telling you about the naval fleet. They're trying to bully everybody, and I keep telling this is all about China. It's just China and the BRICS nations. There's a war going on, and this has been brewing for a while. And then this ain't just about Ukraine. This is about the BRICS want to take over the world. Well, the Americans and the petrodollar, they're going, fuck you. We'll launch a nuke. Listen, they will launch nuclear. They will not give it up. So this is not going to end well because the BRICS are not going to comply to the Americans anymore. But if we stop trading with China, we put an embargo. So let's say we put an embargo on the coal, or the potash, just to teach where else because they got to eat. Guess what? Then that's how it personally affects us because who knows how far this is going to get pushed right now. No, they were saying these 2 dates, February 1st and April 1st. Well, obviously Trump said, hey, we're not taking the tariffs off. So tomorrow, I don't know how long this is going to last, but will it affect us? You know it will. We all know it will.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Well, it has to. As far as us, we're concerned, at this point in time, it's such a whirlwind of craziness that's going on.
Yeah.
I can really only actually pay attention to what's going on here in Canada alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard a lot of peripheral stuff that, like you guys were talking about, what's going down in Mexico and whatnot.
Sure.
But my God, what's going on here right now? I mean, so tariffs don't help, okay?
No.
But my God, what we're doing here it just only pours gasoline on everything that's happening. I mean, it's insane.
Okay, but you look at Jagmeet Singh, how he's flip-flopped again. They're going, I'm gonna make another deal. Okay, and then the Liberal and as a Parliament's prorogued. Now they want to appoint 10 senators, and now that's being challenged by the Conservatives in court because even so, this is the play. This is a simple one. So now that they know that they've challenged it in court. And they're going to get a new leader, so they went back to their liberal NDP pal Jagmeet, and he's going, okay, you know what? Now I'm going to keep you guys afloat, so you can put those 10 senators in.
Yep.
Because I watched something on this, so they're described how the Senate works and everything else, and if they stack those 10 senators, and they're allowed to stay there until they're appointed to 75. The Parliament, even if they have a massive majority, they can make it really hard for all this government's 9-10 years of their policies for the next government to try to turn it around. It's going to be a nightmare. So
even if listen, and he said Sid Poilievre has said this. He said, when questioned, are things going to change? Are you, what's going to happen? Are we going to be, he said, listen, I cannot. He even said it himself. He hasn't pulled any punches. He said, listen, I cannot do this myself. Everybody needs to get involved from grassroots all the way up because there's only so much that I can do. Like a lot of these complaints that are coming in from people that live in provinces are provincial.
Yeah.
They are provincial jurisdiction.
Of course they are.
So even if a federal government comes in that might have some great ideas or some crazy campaign promises, there might not be anything they can do anyways. Like, people have got to really start to understand what is provincial jurisdiction, what's federal jurisdiction.
Well, remember when Gordon Campbell, remember the welfare thing? People were coming from other provinces. He was shipping them back.
Yes.
So he was pulling a Trump way back in the day. He was shipping. He was shipping. No, go back to your province. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I don't know, man. It's great. Like, with a parliament that's prorogued right now, it's like that was the most horrible thing. That was the most horrible thing.
He was going to do.
Oh, they're so arrogant, and
so narcissistic.
They won't. Like I said, Trump, regardless, he's a nut job himself. Okay, so but he's not going to deal with them because he does not like Jolie or Chrystia Freeland, Mr. Speaker, he doesn't like that, and he's not going to believe. So until they're gone, this tariff, as far as I'm concerned, is in. When they're gone,
if we're gonna have a debate on like if they're going to start reacting rather than then it is going to be here for a long time. And then now, of course, what they've done is they've thrown in the idea of almost like a pandemic relief, as they've been saying, right?
Yeah.
Which at this point in time will absolutely tank us.
Will I still get my Pepsi? Norma, where's my Pepsi, Norma? Remember the Wonder Years?
Pepsi,
Norma, where's my Pepsi,
you might not get your pension.
That's all he cared about. That's all he cared about on the show. Where's my Pepsi? He used to scream at her, when she went grocery shopping. Anyways, that's just that was a great show. I love the Wonder Years, but But we can't, like I said, Bonito, this is going to be an ongoing saga. And you know what? Next time, like I said, but this is an ongoing thing. This podcast ain't going anywhere. So this gives us a channel to vent about this shit. And and talk about this stuff. So I mean, we could literally endlessly just talk for fucking hours, and then we got to go to work, and it sucks.
I know.
I want the big hour, and I want the early, right? So there you go, right? But you know what? We're going to continue this on, Dr. Ryan. Do you have any closing notes that you want to talk to about Bonito before we chop him in the legs and give him a round of applause there, brother Bonito? There you go.
No, man, I just
the garden
gotta have you back on so we can talk about some of your projects you were involved in, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, beauty. Okay.
Yeah, we might even get.
Funny enough, you know what? I was going through every once in a while. I like Googling myself. And just to see what people could see if I ever get in trouble. And
I do it to see if I'm selling nudies in Vietnam.
Sasha, Bonito, remember this.
What am I up to?
If you can't remember it, it didn't happen.
Exactly. That's the best advice.
On that closing note, Bonito, we love you. And we'll see you at our place of employment. You have yourself a great day.
All right, I'll see you shortly.
Okay, man. You have a great night. Okay. Be safe, okay?
Ciao.
All right. Okay, bye.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? Poor old lang syne, my dear, poor old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. And there's a hand, my trusty friend, and gives a hand of thine. We'll take a right good willy wot for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We'll take a right good